Hey you guys, welcome to a new episode of Food and the Single Guy with me, your very own AMARU. Now on this episode of Food and the Single Guy, I have decided to give myself a challenge. Oh yeah! You saw the title, I am going to attempt to cook, to prepare macaroni and cheese. Something that I've never had before and something that I've never in my life cooked before. So it is a challenge. Now, I have watched a ton of YouTube videos to teach me how to make this dish, and I really want to do it justice. So if this is not the way that you make your macaroni and cheese, please don't kill me. All right, I'm only trying and I'm only learning. But like I said, I've watched a ton of YouTube videos. Some people make a bechamel sauce. Some people make milk with half and eggs and all of that. So I mean, I have learned a great deal about this dish. And even during my time in the United States, I have never had the urge to have macaroni and cheese because as much as I love my food, you guys, and as much as I love cheese, this is one of those dishes that really scares the piss out of me. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is like, in my mind, I am manually clogging up my arteries. Yeah, that's how it feels because it's a tremendous amount of cheese that you're ingesting, right? Although I was told that it's very delicious. You guys, let me tell you something. I didn't even go to the supermarket to buy one of those packs that you can just, pour into a bowl, add water, pop it into the microwave, and not even that mac and cheese. I've never had any mac and cheese in my life. So this is really, I am having my mac and cheese cherry popped today. Oh yeah. So let's get on with it, shall we? Okie dokie. So as you can see, what I have here is my macaroni, and I'm using the large elbow macaroni because that is the type of macaroni that I like. And next, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna transfer the macaroni to this pot. Like this. I am going to add a droplet of olive oil to the water and a little bit of salt. I'm gonna give that a nice stir. And then we're going to cook the macaroni for about 7 to 8 minutes until it's nice and al dente. Okay, you guys, so the macaroni is done cooking. What I'm gonna do next, I am going to drain it. So next what we're gonna add to the macaroni is some butter, just like so. And then we're gonna stir it in. And you want to make sure that the butter is melted completely. This will prevent the macaroni from sticking. Alrighty then, that looks good. Now let's move on to the next step. Next, what I'm going to add to my pasta is a little bit of garlic powder. Just a little bit because I like to season my food well. I saw a couple of people on YouTube do this and I figured, wow, I'm not the only one that likes to season my pasta. So, and it smells good too. Yes. I'm also going to add a little bit of crushed black pepper. Just like so. Because, as I stated in my previous video, nobody likes bland food. Alright? It smells delicious, you guys. It does. Now let's move on to the cheeses. That's a lot of cheese, I can tell you. I have over a kilogram of cheese, which is close to maybe 2.2 pounds of cheese. I don't know. Up here in Europe, we do the metric system. But in America, I think it's about 2.2 pounds of cheese. And again, that's a lot of freaking cheese. Okay, people, now let's talk cheese. As you can see, I have 6 different types of cheese right here. What I have here is the mozzarella cheese. I have some very spicy old Gouda. I also have some lightly spicy Gouda. I have some French Gruyere cheese. And I have some young and very mild Gouda. And of course, your sharp cheddar, which I'm gonna shred in about 2 seconds. Okay, you guys, as you can see, I am busy buttering my oven dish. And I'm using a spoon because I don't want to get my hands dirty. That is one of the things about cooking. I love to cook, but I don't like mess. I honestly do not like mess. I cannot stand it. Anyways, we're using a spoon today. And I'm breaking into song. I hate it when people do that mid-video. There are a lot of people on YouTube who break into song mid-video. Why? Ugh. Now I'm doing it. I'm sorry. Anyways, my dish is buttered. And you guys, I'm telling you, I have watched a ton of YouTube videos because I wanted to learn how to make this dish. Okay? It is a typical American dish, a side dish. And while I have studied in America, I have never, ever had mac and cheese before. But I wanted to learn how to make it myself. And you know me, I always like to challenge myself. I watched a ton of videos. And hopefully I am doing this dish justice, because you know me, I don't like to butcher recipes, especially not traditional recipes. But I'm trying. Okay. There's still some butter left on the spoon, but anyways. Okay guys, so what I'm gonna do now is I am going to make a roux. And to do that, we have to melt equal amounts of butter and flour, and you want to do this on low heat. At least that's what I've learned from watching all these YouTube videos. And because you don't want the butter to burn and you don't want the flour to burn, so you want to take your time with this, and we're going to allow this to melt, and then we're going to add the flour. And I will be adding about 2.5 of these spoonfuls of flour, and you want to stir and whisk and do all of that, because what you don't want is for the flour to stick to the bottom and burn. Okay, so now I am going to add hot milk to the pan. And from what I understand, you need to add hot milk to your roux, because if you add cold milk, you're going to end up with a very lumpy concoction, and that is not what you want. Now, my friend Bridget also gave me the tip. She said you want to add a little bit of sour cream, and that is exactly what I'm going to do right now. Okay, so now I'm going to whisk the sour cream into the sauce, because I want to end up with a nice and smooth sauce. And again, you guys, this is the first time ever that I'm cooking macaroni and cheese myself. This is the first time ever that I'm gonna, eat macaroni and cheese. So bear with me. If this is not the way you cook it, I apologize, but I've watched a lot of YouTube videos recently because I wanted to learn how to make this. And, I always want to do traditional recipes justice. I don't want to mess things up. I don't want to butcher anybody's family favorites, And the sauce is looking very thick. I hope that this is the way it's supposed to look. And if not, I'm sure you will tell me. Okay guys, something else that I've learned from all these YouTube videos is that you have to season your bechamel sauce. And that is what I'm going to do right now. With a little bit of salt, not too much because I've already seasoned my pasta. And I'm using black pepper. I know some people use white pepper. I don't like white pepper, so I'm using black pepper. We're gonna give that a nice stir, just like so. Okay guys, so now I'm gonna gradually add my cheese. We're gonna start with the young Gouda, and then we're gonna stir it in. I'm gonna continue with my sharp Gouda. And now I'm gonna add my mild Gouda and stir that in. Okay guys, now what I'm gonna add is a little bit of my sharp cheddar. Just a little bit. Like so. Not too much. Alright. We're gonna stir that in. Now let me give it a taste. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's cheesy. It has enough flavor. It's not too salty. So I think we're about ready to add the pasta. Okay guys, to my pasta I am now gonna add my rich and creamy cheese sauce. Not all of it, of course. And then I'm gonna give it a stir. It smells so good. My goodness. It is a very rich and very fatty dish. But my goodness, it smells so good. All right, let me add the rest of the pasta. And then I'm gonna add the rest of the sauce and give it another stir. So I've added a little bit more sauce. I don't think it has to swim in it or anything, but I want it to be moist, just like, you know, in the videos that I watched on YouTube when it comes out looking so moist and delicious with a slight crust on top. Okay guys, so I'm garnishing this with the leftover sharp cheddar, a little bit of that sharp Gouda, and lastly some mozzarella. And that is the way they pronounce it in Italian. Don't you dare laugh at me. It is looking gorgeous, you guys, doesn't it? Now last but definitely not least, let me go ahead and give this a nice dusting of paprika. Now we're almost done with our toppings, but we still have to add a little bit of Parmigiano Reggiano on top, and this is going to help generate a nice crust. And maybe you'd like to add another bit of paprika. Go right ahead, it's up to you. It's your party. And you can paprika if you want to. There we go, this baby is ready for the oven. Okay guys, so this is what my mac and cheese looks like, fresh out of the oven. And it's still bubbling away, as you can see. Ooh, baby, now look at my mac and cheese. Doesn't that look gorgeous? Ah, it is still steaming. I'm gonna add a little bit more chives on top. Just like so. Oh, baby. My mac and cheese is looking delicious. I feel very victorious right now because this is the first time that I'm making mac and cheese, and it looks nice, it looks delicious, it feels good, it has a slight, you know, crust on it, it's not hard, it's still creamy and cheesy. I am telling you, the cheese was very stringy when I put it on the plate, so I think that's a good sign. I am about to go and chow down. And that is what my mac and cheese looks like, you guys. Doesn't it look gorgeous? I think it looks gorgeous, even if I say so myself. And I can tell you that it smells all kinds of delicious up in this place. In the meantime, let me take this opportunity to wish you a Happy Christmas, a Merry Christmas. I don't celebrate Christmas anymore, but I want to wish you and yours a Happy Christmas. And be well, take care, be good to yourselves all throughout the year, not just at Christmas, but be well and take care of yourself and each other. I sound like Jerry Springer, I know, but be well and take care. Happy cooking, happy eating. Don't add crazy to the craziness, and I will see you when I see you. Have a good one, you guys. Bye.